Man. My first game of the season, opening night. We taking on Fresno State, you hear me? And I'm feeling very excited. Very excited. Walking out to this crowd, it felt amazing. Hearing these fans as we getting that college football season started, we got to set the tone. We got to do our thing. I didn't play. I'm wide receiver 6 for anyone wondering, but we got the victory 21-9. And after that game, they wanted to move me up in the depth chart. And I did exactly what I had to do in those practices to move up to the depth chart. And I felt very alive, finally getting my feet wet and getting my legs warm. I needed this more than anybody knew. And I promised the coaching staff, I promised to the fans, I promised to my family that, hey, I was going to do whatever it takes to be the best. And I wanted to be available. So I was going to run routes, I was going to stretch, I was going to exercise, I was going to keep warm, keep my legs under me, and try to avoid those injuries and be available. Like I said, I wanted to be the best and not just being the best wide receiver in USC. I wanted to be the best USC player to come out of USC. And that double move dig was amazing. And I won a position battle. And I was wide receiver 5. And then they told me about, some of the little things to do after practice. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do some film, watch some film, because we getting ready for the Huskies, which we got the victory, which was very close, 20-13. And I'm back in the lab because we had a bye week coming up. I told some of my homies, I hit them up. I was like, let's do some practices. I wanted to connect with the team a little bit more and learn some chemistry because I'm an introvert. I really don't like to talk to people like that. So I decided, you know what? Let me build that chemistry with my quarterback for the future. Even though this is his last season, maybe we could play in the NFL together. Never know. But I wanted to build the chemistry, and this ball, amazing ball that he put on me. It was great. Having some fun with the friends. Some of the even the guys that were on the wide receiver played on defense, which was kind of funny. But hey, we was in there working. We was all getting reps. But these were my reps, and I wanted some time to shine. Then my advisor hit me up saying I got a government lecture in honors class. I said I was going to do it. And then, yeah, I finally got another position battle for wide receiver 4. He seen the film that I did in practice, and I won that one. And now we got our first big test of the season as we taking on Penn State. And after hearing all those reports, it's absolutely true. Penn State is one of the loudest crowds in college football history. It's one of the loudest stadiums. And when you come in here, it's going to be real tough to win. But we did get the victory. 28-20 was a close game. We started out sloppy, but we did finish strong. And we upset the third-ranked team in the country. And we felt like on the top of the world. I did good. I did my good on that test grade. And we got Rutgers next. And now we're the fourth-ranked team in the country. And we doing pretty well as we destroyed them 27-7. We on a roll. And now I get my shot to be wide receiver 3. And I felt very excited about it. And I also got my first NIL deal. It was a little Mexican place. I love some Mexican food. I love the little joint. I was going to get some following from it. And also, I can get some for my teammates, and I can bond with my teammates. So I said, you know what? I'm going to definitely take this NIL deal, and I'm going to build that chemistry with my teammates. And I'm back in the lab trying to fight for this wide receiver 3 position, and I'm doing everything right. And something was crazy that I did during this practice that went viral. And man, it boosted me and it boosted my confidence heavily because I knew that I can definitely take over this team and be the wide receiver 1, even in my freshman year. But I definitely, my sophomore or junior year, I can be the number 1 guy for this team. Even though they had a lot of seniors here, I know I can definitely be the greatest and I can be the best. And I just wanted to do whatever it took to be the best and always follow my truth. Simple as that. And working on these routes with my coach, we was getting more chemistry. Me and my quarterback find a little bit more chemistry. And the thing that went viral was I jumped over this defender and got it to the end zone. And I won that position battle and I became wide receiver 3. And my first start was going to be against Ohio State. But I did wanted to work on something with the offensive coordinator. I said I wanted to work on my hands and catching the ball more. And also, Lincoln Riley challenged me. He wanted me to get 60 yards this game, and this was going to be tough. Walking out, being at home, with taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes was going to be tough. They may have looked 2-2, but this is still Ohio State, one of the best, and I mean literally one of the best, or you can say the best Big Ten team to go up against, and the best Big Ten team possibly of all time. In the first play, quarterback dropping back, going deep, looking for his senior star who picks up a big gain. And I don't get my first catch all the way to the fourth quarter. We up by 3. I run a nice little dig route and pick up the first down. But this led to our downfall as he was going deep, trying to go for the same shot again, but the DB was on it. He picks it off, and they go down and score a touchdown, and we lose. First loss of the season. And it's against a Big Ten opponent. I felt very salty about it, but I kind of knew we was going to bounce back against Washington State, or so I thought. First catch, I get a nice one over the middle, pick up the first down, and I don't get another catch until we hit in overtime. And it's a big catch right here that I need. He throws it my way. I can't hold on to the football, and we lose. Coach didn't feel very happy, so he was like he was going to give me a shot to become the wide receiver 2. And I felt alive during that entire position battle. And I became the wide receiver 2. And I had something to prove. I was a wide receiver 2 on the depth chart, and we needed to get a win back. And we took on the Indiana Hoosiers, another Big Ten matchup. But this is where things started to go very, and I mean very, very wrong. We couldn't take these guys lightly. We couldn't sleep on them, but definitely we had to do what we had to do. In the first play of the game, I get jammed up very well. Interception. Bad communication, bad ball thrown by the quarterback. So we wasn't going to dwell on that. Back on offense, they put us deep in our own 5-yard line. Running back fumbles, they scoop it up, and they score a touchdown. Back-to-back drives, back-to-back turnovers. Are you kidding me? And come to find out, if we go back to the replay, his elbow was down right before the ball came out. It should have been challenged, but we ain't going to dwell on it. I was looking, trying to get my first catch of the game. He throws it over the middle, intercepted by the linebacker. 3 straight drives, 3 straight turnovers. What the hell is going on with the quarterback? So we was like, you know what? We got to start this next drive. We got to set the tone. Another first down. Pick that up. Your boy gets his first catch of the game, picking up almost a first down. On this slant, I get right here, pick up the first down, break a tackle, fighting for those extra yards. We feeling really good about this drive. But then it all goes to hell. An overthrown ball, miscommunication, interception. 4 straight drives, 4 straight turnovers. What is happening? And then coach wanted us to go deep because they kind of was playing leverage on me, but a little bit underthrown, incomplete. Now coming in the second quarter, I find a nice catch. I pick up 9 yards on the 3rd and 10. They looking at your boy. They pick up the first. I pick up the first down. All they got to do is give me the ball in stride. And he tries to throw this ball, interception. 5th turnover on the game. 5th turnover. Gotta give me the ball in open space, and this is what I can do. Big catch and run, taking it all the way to the 20-yard line. You just gotta give me the passes in open space, and this is what it's gonna do. It's gonna result in those big money plays. And I get a big catch over the middle, and I get my first collegiate touchdown. And I felt like I was on top of the world. Teammates coming in the end zone to celebrate me getting my first. I felt very hype about it. And I was like, you know what? We got to go win this game now. We're not going to dwell on this one touchdown. We got to go win this game. Coach said he won't put me on a lot of crossing routes over the middle so I can get those catches. And he was. And I was catching them easily, finding over the middle because they was leaving your boy over the middle every single time. And I was doing and I was grooving. Getting down Another dig right over, interception. Just as we thought it was something good, it just turned to bad. 6 turnovers. 6 turnovers. The running back said it was enough. He picks up 10 yards, almost getting a first down. Then, looking to throw. He wants to go deep with your boy once again. I try to go up for it. It's swatted down by the DB. That's some great defense. But, like I said, they can't touch your boy when I come over the middle. When I get those crossing routes over the middle, they can't touch your boy. And then, another thing. 2 things can't happen good in a row. Another interception thrown by this man. But we get into the fourth quarter. We only need 3 points. 3rd and 9. They're not finding me on a slant. Quarterback gonna step up and slide for the first down. Did well, very great management. Find him, my guy over the middle for the crossing route, picking up the first down. We doing our thing. We moving here on this 2nd and 6. A little nice route. Didn't really hit it all the way. Dropped it. Incomplete. Then finding your boy over the middle, trying to pick up the first. We don't get it. We take the 3. 6 minutes to go. They find me over the middle once again. Breaking the tackle, picking up the first down. Look at the stats. 10 catches, 173 yards. Make it 11 catches. Almost 200 yards receiving. And I'm going to get it on this one. I cook my corner on the corner route. And now we moving. 2 minutes to go. We trying to get this touchdown. I find me over the middle for the slant. I pick up the first down. Keeping the drive alive. My quarterback keeps it. We trying to protect him and block him, trying to get him into the end zone. He gets down to the 1, and the running back on 2nd and goal punches it in. We get the game-winning touchdown, and we win. Finally, we get this win after all the turnovers against Indiana. It was a very close one. Your boy, 23 targets, 13 catches, 220 in a touchdown. Your boy was a mastermind. And then this girl, Mackenzie, in my class, she asked me, you want to break some curfew and you want to go out? We can have a little party. I'm having a party at my house at a little dorm that I'm at. Do you want to come? I was like, nah, I can't do it. I would have went, but this is right before a game and we need to lock in. Just because we got that close one last week, that don't mean anything. But I got Big 10 Player of the Week. And I finally got my shot to become the wide receiver 1, but the ceiling was too high. Way too high. I didn't win. I didn't perform that well. And man, but the good thing is your boy did get an NIL deal. And it was a big tire company. I just brought me a nice little car. Wanted to work on my tires and change my oil and all of that over there. So it was a perfect deal for me. And against Wisconsin, your boy did go crazy again. 13 catches, 156 yards, 2 touchdowns. Back-to-back Big 10 Offensive Player of the Week to start. And now we got my first rainy game, and I love this type of weather. I love playing in the rain. I love playing rain, hail, sleet, or snow. I don't care. I love those type of conditions because that's where I'm best at. And me running out, me feeling that rain pouring down, I felt alive and I felt like I was a different breed when it came to playing in this weather. And we was taking on Maryland. My first play, a nice little slant over the middle, picking up the first down, breaking the tackle, fighting for those extra yards. And we doing our thing. Now on us 1st and 10 inside the territory, looking for the post a little bit high, and it's intercepted. And we already starting with the turnovers early on. The quarterback doing crazy work. Over the 3rd down, overthrown, incomplete. They got a safety on us and they kicked the field goal, but they're going to find me over the middle, picking up the first down. Never mind, I dropped it. The conditions is kind of getting to me, but I make an amazing catch right here, and as you see, he got 500 career passing yards completed. On this 3rd and 2, looking at this RPO, he finds the guy in stride, picking up the first down past the 40, almost to the 45. We on a roll moving. Now a handoff to the running back. He picking up a big first down and more. Now we moving. We can't lose to Maryland. I don't think we should lose to Maryland, so I find it right over the middle, right in stride for the touchdown, getting another one. My 4th touchdown on the season so far. I'm flexing. I'm telling the crowd to pipe up and turn up so we can win this game. And the crowd is excited. The crowd is in it. The crowd is going crazy. That your boy is showing up and showing out when I'm needed the most. They did score a touchdown on their next drive. They finding this, and I get flagged for an offensive pass interference. And I don't know why it was an offensive pass interference. It shouldn't have been an offensive pass interference, but I did get called for it. I can't argue with the referee. Once they call it, it's final. But we was trying to get something going on this big 2nd and 20 and not go nowhere. And now we go 3 and out on that one. Next drive, 35 seconds. They find me on this dig, picking up the first down, almost to midfield. Now, down, big. Find me on this post, wide open. Incomplete. I get rocked by the safety, and we don't score. Going into halftime, I needed to get my mind right and started the third quarter. For our drive, we was getting our mind right. We was picking up big yards, getting those gains, and trying to do our best to win this game. We picked up the first down on this nice 3rd and 1, and then on this 3rd and 5, when I'm needed the most, curl route, first down. Just picking up the sticks, moving the chains. And it was trying to go deep here for me. Interception. A little bit thrown back by the quarterback. It should have been thrown a little bit more in front of me. But, hey, and we are getting destroyed by Maryland. They're putting the clamps on us. Try to go deep. We get in for the touchdown. Now a 26-17 ball game, but they're going to score and make it even worse. I find a nice out route picking up 9 yards. And on this 2nd and 1, they're going to try to go deep to your boy. Overthrown, but they do find me on this little post. Try to get a spin move to get something going. We got to keep this clock moving. You got to keep going. We only got 2 minutes to go. Find me on a slant. Easy first down. But it's a little bit of too little too late, man. They're going to find my guy over the middle on a slant, picking up the touchdown. But, like I said, too little too late. We didn't get enough. And the turnovers that we've had definitely cost us. And just so we thought it was over, interception to definitely seal off the game. We lose to Maryland. Started out undefeated, and now look at our record now. We got a lot of stuff to do when we get back, but I'm feeling so disappointed in myself and my teammates. Had 10 catches for 100 yards, and I did get a touchdown, and that falls us out of the Big Ten. He threw 3 interceptions that game. But I did get a little NIL deal. That was the good part, but I didn't care for that NIL deal. I'd accepted it, but deep down, I didn't care for it because I know we got to fix it. And we have a big game coming up against Oregon.